Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to AFL NT's coverage of the 23-24 TIO NTFL season from the wonderful gardens over here in Larrakia Country in Darwin. We're here for round 10 action of the 23-24 TIO NTFL Men's Premier League competition. This evening, the Crocs take on Waratahs. My name is Nick Danks, and we're expecting a big game tonight. Should be a beauty, a replay of last year's grand final. Waratah have moved themselves back into the top two after sitting mid-table for most of the season. And a win by the Tars here would put them on equal points, because St Mary's have just dropped their game to the Tigers by 17 points at TIO Stadium. So it could be interesting here if things go astray for the Tars. We could have up to 4 teams on 24 points in second place on the ladder if Waratah don't win tonight. Southern Districts coming off the bye at the right time. They suffered a close loss to Nightcliff, but a small break will get them back on track. Of course, these sides met in round one. Waratah winning by 88 points, but it's been very different for both sides, with both sides in solid form. It's a bit overcast here in Darwin tonight, but currently it is 30 degrees with a slight breeze to the right of screen. Other games this round, as I mentioned before, Nightcliff defeated St Mary's, ending their 7-game winning streak by 17 points. Other games on tonight, Pint versus Darwin Buffs. That'll be a beauty as well. And probably the game that most people will be keeping their eye on also is Palmerston versus Wanderers as well. We're here at Gardens Oval to get ready for the start of this big clash tonight as the Tars take on Southern Districts. Southern Districts have won the toss, kicked to the right of screen. As I said, 30 degrees, very overcast, very, very slight breeze to the right of screen. So no major advantage for both sides. A nice crowd here tonight. A few Southern District supporters starting to wander into the ground. The women's Waratah side just had a big win over Southern Districts by just over 100 points about 5 or 10 minutes ago. Of course, it's the no more round as well here in Darwin. Round 10 action, a replay of last year's grand final. And Southern Districts were hoping to revenge their 88-point loss at round 1. Waiting for the ball to go up into the middle now. Umpire's just waiting to get into position, looking around. And we're underway here at Gardens Oval. Well, I think you'll call that straight back, obviously, so the umpire's going to toss this one up. They do have a massive advantage in the ruck with the big ruckman, Waratah do. He's been outstanding all year, Kirby, and should be a big one for him tonight, though. He's lost Ty, just got the first tap over. Big strength in the middle there again by the big ruckman, but the Tars will first ones out of the middle. Knocking the ball forward, hoping to cover the back. Southern Districts into the melee already. Very good handball side, both of these two sides, and they move the ball very, very quickly out of the middle. This is Southern District, the way they play. They move the ball extremely quickly out of the middle. A nice pass there. Applying for a 50, he's not going to get it from there, but quickly down the wing and spots up one of his Crocs players. He'd spent a lot of time then looking to find out if he could get the 50 metre, but in the meantime he played on. He goes around the mark again, got himself into all sorts of trouble. Shagged off the boot. And Branda pops the first one in. It's been an outstanding find for the Crocs this year. He's kicked a few goals for him early, and Jared Branda pops the first one over. So we're a couple of minutes into the game, a minute and a half, and Southern Districts 1 goal. Waratah, of course, not yet to score. We're here at Gardens Oval. It's a fabulous regional ground, this one. It's right not far from the city for the people who aren't in the top end, and in great condition. Uses a very good cricket ground during the season as well. So you'll notice a bit torn up in the middle, but the extremities of the ground around on the boundaries is very good. So you'll probably see a lot of the ball going around the boundary this evening as the lights are starting to take effect. Umpire brought it up again. Ruck one again, out very quickly out by Southern Districts. Picked up again. And it'll beat them to the boundary. Throwing on the outer side of the wing, the two ruckmen go at it again. Waratah just dropped over the back there, and Southern Districts knock it forward. And in the middle, the umpire's going to come in and ball that one up. In the right-hand pocket, go to left of screen for Southern Districts. Big ruckman from Waratah wins it again. Tapped out to Magro. Magro gets rid of it quickly. He's trying to keep it in and does. What's that, Johnson? And Mazzini couldn't keep that in for Southern Districts. Umpire will toss it again. Not much of a breeze, as I said earlier, going to this ground, so no advantage for either side from the wind. Should pick up later on this evening though with the sea breeze coming through to the right of screen. One out of the ruck there by the Tars, but picked up very quickly by Southern District. Looking around for someone to give it to is the Kia Cockatoo. Picks it up again as Cockatoo. Blind handball over the top. To Anderson, and Anderson picks up Brander again, who's lining up for his second goal in only 4 minutes. There's been a big find for the side this year for Southern District. Scored a couple of big bags of goals during the season, and a great start for him tonight if he puts this one over the goal umpire's head. Hasn't taken much time with the kick. Ooh, just pushed that one to the right, just stabbed at that one, didn't follow through all the way. And 1-1 to Waratah yet to score, but pretty scrappy in the middle at the moment. It'll be the first side to settle down, but Southern District certainly looking a lot better as they go forward. Nice pass out of defence from the 50 there from Tars. Cassidy's free for him if he wants him, ignores him. Long ball down the wing, knocked over the back. Looking for Kirby, the big ruckman, takes a snap and pushes it out of bounds. Free kick for Southern Districts. They'll bring it back in their back right-hand pocket. Will cut off again well. Magro having a shot at goal and has just pushed that right. So Waratahs are on the board with their first point. So 1 goal the difference at the moment, 5.5 minute mark of the first quarter here at Gardens Oval as Waratah take on Southern District. As I said, a replay of last year's grand final, which was an absolute beauty. Of course, Waratah coming away in the end. I think that may go all the way out of bounds on the floor, but it was... So Toby Hunt to bring it back in for Waratah. To the top of the square. Magro in there at the bottom as usual. Holds that ball in well. And somebody's lost a boot there. Umpire to come in. And Jaden Magro's just put him back on his kicking boot. He's going to line up. He's saying that the Southern District guy said he got him below the head, but the umpire was right on it. He did get him Magro went in for the ball. He's just taken his time now to put his boot back on and line it up to tie this thing up. A prolific goal scorer for the Tars is Magro. Umpire did him a favour there and brought him around a little bit further. And James says thank you very much. Probably done it a few times on this ground in his time. So 1 goal, 1 apiece here at the 7.5 minute mark of the first quarter at Gardens Oval. Other games going on around the ground tonight. Pints taking on Darwin Buffs. That'll be a beauty at over in Ghazali's Arena. Palmerston versus Wanderers. We'll keep an eye on those during the day as well. And we'll give you the scores during the quarter time and half time breaks if you want to tone me out because you want to watch those games later. But we're here at Gardens Oval. Knocked forward but cut off there by the Tars. Oh, I think you've got the benefit of the doubt there playing on though. The Crockers got the ball, got rid of it quickly, give it back. Oh, just got pushed off of the ball at the last moment. Trying to find the handle of it, but has been stolen by the Tars player. And has just been forced over the line. And we have a boundary throw in. Kirby into position for it for the Tars. Going to drop short. Didn't even make the two ruckmen then, but head-high tackle from Kirby. The big man certainly does some miles out there for Waratah. Down the wing. Picked up again, plenty of time for Waratah to bring this back. Shanked kick along the ground though, and picked up by the Crocs. Short pass, not far enough. Good handball there out of defence. And looking for the boundary line there, and we'll find it. I just kept it in. The umpire should come in and ball that out and ball that up, and certainly does. 1 goal, 1 apiece just after the 10-minute mark of the first quarter here at Gardens Oval. Waratah versus Southern Districts. One out the ruck there, booked by the Crocs. Bounced over the back, plenty of time for him to pick out. Again over the boundary line. Looking for a way out of there. It's Tars. Big Kirby gets his boot to the ball, knocks it a long way forward. Playing a man-on-man defence, Southern Districts are. A couple of weeks ago, they were running the zone defence very well before they had the bye, but this week they've decided to lock up on the Tars players, and it's certainly working for them. As we have another ball up on the outer wing. Magro making room there for the big fly over the back. Nearly came through on it. It's going to be picked up again and knocked forward, smothered off the boot. Turnbull didn't get that far enough, but that one there picked out very, very well. And Waratah lining up for their second goal. It's Brody Carroll with the ball. It's gone a long way back, kicking from about 45 metres with this one, but pretty much directly in front. No breeze behind him at all. He stabbed at that slightly, but straight through the middle, and good goal. So Waratah have hit the front for the first time tonight. 2 goals 1 to 1 goal 1. So 13 points to 7, 12.5 minute mark of the first quarter. Both sides have settled down, playing this game very well at the moment as the lights start to take more effect here at Gardens Oval. And the breeze is slightly kicking up as I thought it would from the ocean through to the right-hand side of screen, so the direction the Tars are kicking at the moment. So Southern Districts will get the benefit of that in the second and final quarter as that breeze will get stronger to the right of screen. Up in the middle, been a good ruck contest all evening so far. Out of the middle by the Tars, looking to get the handle on it. Couldn't get there in the end, but managed to get out the last second. Garner knocks it forward. Kirby's looking for someone to give it to. Handballs it off pretty quickly as he lines it up. And Bacaro gets the next one for Waratah. That's 2 very, very quick ones. 3 goals, 1-19 to 1 goal, 1-7. 13.5 coming up to 14-minute mark of the first quarter. That was very well taken out of the centre. Kirby handballed it very quickly across Dan Bacaro, and he knocked it through right down the middle. 3 goals, 1-19 to 1 goal, 1-7. Waiting for the ruck in the middle again. Looks like the umpire's going to come in and we'll throw that one up. Good defensive grab there. Couldn't take it in the end, but kept his eye on it, kept it in front of himself. And Tars are off again here. Going to kick it off the ground. You were thinking that's exactly what he did as he knocks it forward. And luckily a play there. He might have got pinged for not trying to keep that in, but he certainly got lucky there with Carroll being right next to the ball. And the boundary umpire will chuck it back in again. Right on the 50-metre line in Waratah's forward line. Straight up and in, another short throw in, so they're going to have to come forward for those ones, I think. Oh, big attempted grab by Stanley Waistcoat there. They're out the back here. A rocket pass, he just picked up on his toes, looking for someone to go. He's going to have to get rid of it soon, and certainly does. Just chipped up over the top. He's thinking about knocking it on, but he's decided to go himself here now. It's Michael Bowden. This is his first shot at goal for the night at the 16-minute mark. And he's pinned it. Yep, not much noise from the few Southern District supporters around me that's confused me. Or has he found a free kick in the square or something, has he? Yep, the umpire's found a free kick, or is a bit of confusion coming on here. Nope, they found a free kick directly in front. So something must have happened on the ball before the ball crossed the goal line. So Michael Bowden now will line up and just drop this. He must have been given a 50 just before he kicked the ball, but he'll take it anyway and get it. So Michael Bowden will take that one now anyway. So 2 goals, 1, 13, 3-1, 19. As we're coming up to the 17.5-minute mark of the first quarter here at Gardens Oval. In the grand final replay, remembering that in round 1, Waratah 88-point winners over Southern Districts, but since then both sides have found their straps. Waratah sent them about the middle of the ladder for a little while there, lost a couple of games, but certainly been bounced back over the last couple of weeks, and Southern Districts coming off the bye here as we approach the 18-minute mark. 1 goal the difference, and that feels about right for the first quarter. That breeze will get stronger to the right of screen as we get more through to the night being here on the coast. The umpires had to call a few of those bounces today. Be fair to the umpire. That's cricket pitch has had a lot of work this cricket season, and as you can see, it's not in the greatest condition for the umpire to try and bounce on. There's a few bit of lumps and bumps out there, so throwing up might be the option. Kirby takes it out of the ruck, knocks it forward. He's done that a few times tonight. Good defence by Southern Districts. Umpires letting him play, but eventually had to step in. And it was the umpire from the furthest point away there actually came in and said, I'll take that. The other one was a bit blindsided. One by the Crocs out of the ruck, but picked up. Magro. I think he knows where the goals are here at Gardens Oval. He's done that a few times in his career, and a lovely snap over the shoulder for Jaden Magro. And Waratah's jumped to a 2-goal lead, 4 goals, 125 to 2-1, 13. That must have happened a lot, and if you watch Waratah's play, that's very much what they do. They win it out of the ruck there with Kirby, knock it down to Magro, and in that 50-metre arc, and he's going to have a dib, and he certainly did, and kicked it very, very well. Certainly knows where the goals are on his home ground. So back into the middle, coming up to time on. 2-goal leads here to Waratah. The Tars are playing, sticking in the zone defence as they played the last couple of weeks with a floater in the back line, although 6-6-6 now has tidied it up a bit. Once this settles down, they'll play with the floater, but Southern Districts have been man-on-man the whole time. Couldn't find the handle of that one. Picked up looking for anything down the line there. A nice pick up and a lovely tackle side on, and he's going to ping him for holding the ball. It was a lovely tackle. He had time to get rid of it. He didn't have much time, but he did have time to get rid of it. And a lovely tackle there. Again, a rocket pass just over Magro's head that time. Picked it up and kicked it off the ground, and he's got it. So Magro gets his 3rd goal for the night and pinged that one off the ground. Five goals, 131 to 2-1, 13. And Waratah, last couple of minutes, have pitched a couple of quick ones from Magro and given themselves a nice cushion as we head into the 21-minute mark of the first quarter here at Gardens Oval. Umpire balls it up again. Just slightly could have called that back, but Kirby got his hand to it quickly out of the middle again. They've come. Well kept in front of him is Carroll. Southern Districts come away with it though. Just over the back and knocked into his foot, so that'll be a ball in again. Good hands there. Ooh, unlucky with the pass, though. He got a really good thing, and I think Magro was knocked out of it. He's walked away with his hands up in the air. I think you expect that ball to just come a little bit further over the top. Big ruckman there for Southern Districts. It's cut off though. Waistcoat going in for it, as he always done. Had a big season already, Stanley Waistcoat. Just got away in time, you would think. A snap and picked up in defence. Waratah going to settle this down now, you would think, just for a little few seconds there, but no, he saw something. Waistcoat did jump up with him, but Crocker got the best of that one. Crocker now going to slow it down a bit as we come into the 23rd minute mark of the quarter. 7 goals, so it could be a little bit of a longer quarter. Down the wing, but a good grab by Ryan White. Oh, by Ryan. Cockatoo across. Maney's got the ball now, looking for someone to move for him. And the big ruckman did in Matthew Dennis. Has had some moments in kicking goals, a couple of scary ones early in the season, but he looks here pretty confident from this distance. His teammates look pretty confident too. Waratahs have flooded a few back, but Southern District's only got 2 guys on the line. Big kick. Looking good. Goal umpire hardly moves, so Dennis gets his first one. And the third for Southern Districts. 5-1-31, so great kicking, 3-1-19. Coming up to 24 and a half minutes of the first quarter here at Gardens Oval. That breeze has been coming and going. Currently it's still 30 degrees here in Darwin, so it's going to be a warm night. We do get a bit of sea breeze here towards the second half of the game at Gardens Oval. But a pretty good crowd in tonight. Umpire's going to try and bounce this one again in the middle. It's a great bounce considering the ground. Kirby just took his time and took that one out of the ruck. Knocked it forward. Going to have to be quick. Waistcoat going in for this one. Something happened off the ball. And a free kick to Dylan Collis. Oh, well out, just couldn't keep the handle on that one. Good contest down the wing there. Was always going to go over. There's a bit of arms raised to say if it was deliberate, but it was bouncing around a bit more like a pinball it was then. So very difficult. So right there in front of the scoreboard, as you can see, 25 minutes, so 26-minute mark coming up to. Our clock's about 4 seconds faster. Nice grab out of the middle there by Carroll. Looking for someone running for him. In the end, decides to break the line. And is going to be cut off there by the Crocs defence in White Ryan. Looking for his big ruckman. Matthew Dennis taking his time. But it's going to be cut off and sent back by Humphreys. Waratah. McKenzie taking his time as well. They've been told to slow down from the bench here, and they've certainly done that. Looking for a breakthrough. Good hands. Looking for the long ball down the wing there and just managed to get him. 4 against 1 there. Waratah are always going to win that one out. Oh, but well done. Well done by Roy George there. He just may have got a knock a bit high as well. And he was paid for the head-high tackle. Umpire's checking to make sure it was still inboard before he got tackled high, but he certainly was. So it was a great decision by the umpire and the boundary umpire there to pick that one up. Knocking it into the middle, but it's all Waratah there. He's got a heap to kick to down the wing if he wants to, but goes just a little bit further into the 50 metres. Well smothered. Picked up again. Broke away really, really well. Looking for support. Did get the support from Toby Hunt, but he couldn't keep his hands onto it. So another ball in, 28.5 minute mark, coming up to 29 minute mark. There has been 8 goals scored, so expected to push close to 30. Knocked out of the ruck there. Handball to a voice, you think there, because we didn't see anybody from that pack, but it has been picked up and cut off. A couple of quick handballs, I said earlier, that both of these sides really slick handball and like to move the ball quickly. Free kick for head high. Could have argued he ducked his head there, but umpire saw otherwise, but it's going to be cut off in defence. He's got moved through him on his left here, but he's looking right. But there's a siren to end the first quarter here at Gardens Oval. 29.5 minute mark. Waratah's 5 goals won to Southern District's 3 goals won. So a 12-point lead here at quarter time. I'll be back with you shortly. Welcome back to AFL NT's coverage of the 23-24 TIO NTFL season from Gardens Oval on Larrakia Country in Darwin. Round 10 action of the TIO NTFL Men's Premier League. Waratah and Southern Districts as we're about to get away. A big quarter then for Waratah. Started off behind by 7 points to kick it with, but then 3 quick goals by Jaden Magro, who is obviously a prolific scorer of 4. Waratah got them right back into the game. A couple of other games this round, some big ones. Nightcliff have just defeated St Mary's, ending their 7-game winning streak. The Tigers winning by 17 points. And other games on at the same time as this one. Pint currently leading Darwin Buffs by 8 points, and Wanderers leading Palmerston by 19 points. We're here at Gardens Oval, and it's a 2-goal lead to Waratah. Don't forget that in round 1, in the grand final replay at the start of the season, Waratah defeated Southern Districts by 88 points. I don't see that happening tonight. I think Southern Districts could bounce back in this quarter. The breeze is slightly to the right of speed. It's just dropped below 30 degrees here in Darwin, but the sea breeze will start to kick in as we speak. Good bounce by the umpire. The ruckman go up. Kirby's been everywhere again tonight as he knocks that one forward. Kicked off the ground. Good defence there by Southern Districts. Been playing a pretty tight zone man coverage that's going to be chopped off and sent straight back down to them. And a good mark. I don't think he'll get the 50. A good grab though. He's talking about it. The umpire thought it was in the marking contest, but Magro's going to line up for his 4th. From about 47, 48 metres out by the time he kicks it directly in front. Of course, this is his home ground. He knows this very well, as he proved in the first quarter. He snapped one around without even looking at the goals. He knew exactly where they were. And of course, spends a lot of time. He's gone right back to the start of the cricket pitch. So it shows that he's pretty much directly in front. Across the bowler's run-up marks there, as you can see. And he knocks that one forward. Goal umpire moves slightly, ever so slightly to the left, but that's his 4th goal. That's the start that Southern Districts didn't want Waratahs to have. 6 goals, 137 to 3, 119. And a good start in a minute and a half. Southern Districts got their first goal about the same sort of time in the first quarter, but Waratah have bounced back there with Magro taking a nice grab, and as you can see, definitely knows this ground very well and where to put it as the breeze starts to kick in here on a wonderful Saturday night in Darwin. Back into the middle. And the umpires find a nice spot there in the middle of the cricket pitch to bounce this one. He's done a couple of great bounces after a couple of rough ones to start with. Again, straight up, good one for the ruckmans to go at. Southern Districts winning that one, but the ball on the ground. Probably going to ping him for kicking in danger, maybe? Yeah, that's what he's got him for. He did try to kick that out of his hands. I don't think Kirby saw him, but that's certainly what happened. Long, low finger breaker there. Bounced out the back. He's dodged a couple, dodged 3. But pushed it to the right. In Bo Schwartz. He had to get rid of that when he did there, because he was coming to the end of his distance he could run without taking a bounce. So he had a snap and he's just pushed it right for the 2nd point for Southern Districts, and only the 3rd point in a quarter and a bit of football. Out on the wing, the 2 ruckmen go at it again. They've been at it all night, those 2. Quickly out of the centre, nice pass. Looking for the runners on the... Oh, he's got a few on the left here, but he decides to go straight back down middle. Knocked over the top. Magro's come at it again. Decided not to snap this time. Handballed it out to the wing. And plenty of time taken there and knocked back. Knocking back in the middle for a quick shot. Oh, nice grab. Oh, umpire didn't pay it. He said he didn't bring it all the way to the ground. Certainly got up high enough for it. The crowd certainly thought he'd taken it in. Crowd crowd's still having a bit of a go there about that mark. I don't think he brought it all the way to the ground, but he certainly was a great effort. Good hands again by Waratah. As I said, they're very slick with their handball. Both of these sides are really quick with it when they need to use it. Out to the boundary line, just trickled. Oh, umpire was a bit blindsided, just went over slightly, but Magro's come out of the pack. He's took a snap. And even the crowd didn't think he got that one. There was a couple of no ways is he going to get that from below me as the Magro gets a point. So that is Waratah's second point of the game as well. 6 goals, 238 to 3-2-20. An 18-point lead. It was 12 points at quarter time. And that quick goal by Magro has been the difference in this quarter so far. Not much forward. This is the only one forward. It's going to drop over the back. Good hands, good timing, great tackle though. And good defence by Waratah. Well, was probably going to, umpire's going to ball that one up, is he? Probably could have played for a dangerous tackle, but decided not to. And he's going to ball it up, but still good defence by the Tars. Down the wing's going to kick that one. Something's happened down the ground again, or has it gone out the fall? Out the fall. Again, a bit of a conversation. So something's happened off the ball there. So Waratah get the ball back, even though they did kick it out on the fall. That's about the second time that's happened tonight. Cassidy with the ball now, waving his forwards to come forwards. Decided to go short down the wing to Kirby. I'd love to see a GPS, the amount of miles this man does for a big man. He gets everywhere around the ground and doesn't stop all night. Good hands again by Waratah. Of course, reigning premiers, and at the moment they're definitely looking like it. Umpire may say it's touched. A bit of conversation out there. But the goal has been paid. 7 goals 2 now to Waratah, 3 goals 2 to Southern District. Bit of talk on the line there whether the ball had been touched. Back in the middle. Anthony Mankara with that last goal. Well, up again, good defence by Waratah coming out of the middle. 2-on-1 here in East State clean mark, and certainly does. In Crocker. Looking for someone moving for him, decides to go short. Slightly driven to the ground, looking for clean hands, but doesn't want to pick it up. He was definitely going to be caught by the Southern District's player there if he had. So 4 goals at the moment lead to Waratah, coming up to the 8-minute mark of the second quarter here at Gardens Oval. Got a couple of boundary throw-ins tonight, a fair few actually, as the players are using the wings as I thought they would with the cricket pitch. Not fabulous condition, but it's obviously a lot easier to control it on the wonderful grass on the wings here at Gardens Oval. Again, another throw in. Kirby and Dennis at it again. Umpire should come in quickly and ball it up, and certainly does. Bit of push and shove off the ball. The umpire's going to ball this one up and keep the game going. Dennis, I think, probably got his hand just slightly to that one. down the wing but couldn't find one of his forwards, and cut off again in this zone defence by Waratah. Stuck on this wing now for a little while now. It's probably 2 or 3 minutes been out there. No ruckman getting a clear breakaway. Neither side managed to pick it up off the tap here. The two big guys go again. Knocked over the back to Dennis. Scuffle on the ground again. Knocked out again, but the umpire's probably going to come in soon and ball that up. It has been locked out of that wing now for about 4 minutes of this quarter. As you can see the bodies around there, and the umpire was going to pull one out, and certainly does. He's got it for pulling in the jumper. He couldn't miss Kirby's, and then grabbed him, and short pass there, didn't really get it out of the zone, but now it's going to come out. McKenzie. Scott Carlin. Waratah looking for some movement in the middle. Magro gave him a bit of a lead forward. He's gone over the top of that. Just got the hand to it there in the Crocs player, just to stop that ball from dropping through. Good defence by Southern Districts. Good tackle, just kept that one from going too high, but a good mark by Anderson. Anderson's pushed it out to the wing. Looking again, but this zone defence of Waratah just not giving them room to move. And it's actually playing the goalkeeper type sweep position very, very well, Waratah are, and it's worked from certainly this quarter. Something else off the ball. There's been a couple of bit of niggles off the ball, but you can imagine these sides played a grand final last year, and as I said, Southern District's keen to make up for that 88-point loss in round one. So there's been a little bit of niggle going on off the ball. The umpire just waiting to see where this one will end up. Currently a 4-goal lead to the Tars here at home. Good crowd in tonight. Last couple of rounds to go before we take the Christmas break. There's a player down injured there. We couldn't see him from our angle here because we don't have a 100% clear view from the position we're at, but that's what it is. There's a Croc player down, and they've sort of stopped the game. They're bringing it out now. We'll keep an eye on that as well, but both sides are going into a huddle now, so this is not good. We'll keep updated what that is and who it is. We didn't see it off the ball. Where we are, so we don't have a 100% view of the grounding spots here, and that's one of the spots that we're a bit blindsided by a bit of the stadium. Other games at the moment around, Tigers defeated St Mary's by 17 points. Currently, Pint at home, or TIO Stadium, are 12 points in front of the Darwin Buffs, so that's be a good position currently for Pint, who are a very fit side. Of course, Waratah's leading here by 24 points, and Wanderers leading Palmerston by 26 points at Ghazali's Arena. Tiwi Bombers have the week off. Of course, next week, some big games for round 11. We're over on Tiwi Island. Tiwi Bombers will take on St Mary's on the Saturday. Saturday, 4 o'clock at Norbuilt, Southern Districts versus Wanderers. And Southern Districts at home are very hard to beat. Big game at TIO Stadium where the Darwin Buffs take on the Tigers. And then Palmerston and home again to Waratah, and Pint will have that week off. And then we've only got, putting the mass together, that's the last round 11, until we take the Christmas break, and we're back on the 6th of January. So we've only got one more round after this one before we head into the Christmas break here in Darwin. Still a delay here. We're waiting what's happening on the ground. TIO. Back here now, TIO Stadium, and good news was a knee from the crowd we're hearing was because it was off the ball, and it was a knee in the head from a marking competition. Not so nothing deliberate in it. Looks all right. He's up and about, which is good news. Obviously not going to come back today, and so certainly miss out. So we won't see him till after Christmas, but at least he's up on his feet. So it happened off the ball. He went up for a marking competition off the ball, away from it. But Waratah's now go back forward. Cockatoo knocks that one forward for the Crocs. Bowden, lovely pass. And that was Mitchell Burgess who got that big hit, in case you missed who it was. It was Mitchell Burgess, and as I said, good news is he is walking out. He's obviously been helped, but he's walking back to the change room now, and just being held up just to keep his balance, but it's good to see that he's walking off. Southern Districts need this one, obviously. 4-goal lead at the moment for Waratah. Wouldn't want to get too far behind for this side that once they get in front, they're hard to run down. And a lovely goal. Ball back into the middle now. It's going to be a long quarter, this one, of course. That was a good 5 or 6 minute stop there for that injury to Mitchell Burgess. We'll see if we get some more information for you at half time. Good bounce. Ruckman at it again. Won by Southern Districts. Out of the middle quickly by Johnston. Again knocked forward. Waiting for the drop of the ball is a big full forward who's just pitched one a few minutes ago. Couldn't get his hands free there to get a boot onto it. The Waratah defence all over him, still scrapping in the middle there. Trying to kill, could be unlucky there. He may have just knocked that. Got away with it by being fumbly, I think there. He could have knocked it onto his own boot the way he did it, but he managed to get away with it. But it's still in a dangerous position here for Waratah. Ball thrown in. Good throw, ruckman up together. Neither got a clear hand on that one. Bottom of the pack trying to push it out there. Knocked out wide and bang into the middle, but missed everything. So it's out of bounds on the fall on the right-hand side. That breeze is slowly kicking in, but still not doing much here, but it'll always go to the right of screen. Just waiting for the ball to come back. There's not many people on that defend overs on that side. But there was one young kid behind the goals there who's just thrown it back in. Kirby again getting it out for Tars. Didn't really have much to go to though. The moment he received it, he had two on him, and the umpire gave him the benefit of the doubt there because he really didn't get much chance. He sort of took control and looked around and went, oh, where'd they all come from? And a good decision by the umpire there because he could have pinged him for holding the ball, but which a few of the crowd called for, but got away with it as an infringement in the ruck there. Kirby's been held a few times tonight. He's picked up free kicks in those ruck contests, but he's a big lad and he moves very, very well. Looking around the ground, comes out to his left, and a lovely spear pass to Gardner. Gardner gets onto it straight away. Over it to come out the back, and it certainly did for Paulson. Still waiting for a clearance. Carroll's got it, knocks it forward. And that's a goal, another one for Waratah. And Robert Turnbull gets that one. So that's Waratah's 8th. 8 goals too, so good quick kicking by both sides. 8-2-50 to 4-2-26. It was a 12-point lead to the Tars at quarter time. We are going to have a very long second quarter here because of that injury to Mitchell Burgess. But doubling their lead that they had from quarter time is Tars. Another good bounce, one convincingly there in the ruck by Southern Districts. Plenty of time in the middle. Good mark. Oh, good grab. Walks back and pops that over the goal umpire's head. And does what they most of them do, come straight to the boundary line. And that's Stanley Waistcoat's first one for the night. Got a bag of 5 the first time I saw him play this season. Picked up about 4 the following week. And I did mention he'd keep his place in the side. And since then, he has not been dropped since round 1. And that's why. He can take a grab around that 50-metre mark and dob him from there. And he's done pretty well this season, as you saw just then. 5 goals, 232 to 8 goals, 250. 18-point lead here to Waratah as we're going to go into a very long quarter here in the second quarter. Up the ruck again, won by Kirby. Trying to pick it up again, but it's going to be knocked out of there. Knocked forward. Well cut off in this zone defence by Waratah. Again, good defence. Umpire's going to come in and ball that one up. They've been dropping the one extra back straight after the ball up every night, Waratah. All night they have been. And it's paid them dividends. They've kept Southern Districts pretty tight up there. Oh, he's given a free kick because he threw the ball straight at Kirby, hit him in the face, and the umpire didn't like the way that the ball was handed back then, and Kirby got the free kick. Coming out here onto this side, couldn't take the mark and knocked away from him. Did it very cleverly, could have got pinged for kicking in danger, but did it well. Toby Hunt. And the big man grabs another one. Dennis already kicked one tonight from a very similar position but the other end of the ground. Goal umpire didn't move in that case, and there is a very slight breeze coming straight over his shoulder here. He's going to kick this one from well inside the 50, directly in front. And goal umpire has not moved an inch, didn't even go anywhere but looked straight up. So 6-2 as Dennis gets his second. To 8-2, so we're back to the same scoreline we had at quarter time. Waratah leading by 12 points. A 26-minute mark nearly of the second quarter, but as I said, it will be a long quarter due to the injury to Mitchell Burgess, who is up and about down there at the moment. You can just see him on the bench, so good news there. Ball back in the middle. Second goal to Dennis. Back into the ruck if we go again. Kirby, I'll give that one too, but it's been locked up as soon as he's had it. Umpire's going to throw this one up. So Kirby and Dennis had it again. They've been at it all night. Hoping for a bounce he didn't get. It was actually White Ryan that went up in the last ruck, and he's limping pretty severely at the moment. And we'll keep an eye on him at the maze, just grabbing his ankle, so maybe he came down and twisted it, but he's still out there on the field. He hasn't tried to come off, and he's staying with Kirby, but he's limping pretty severely at the moment though. Slowing the game down again, Waratah. They did this in the first quarter as well as they got towards the end. A bit hard to tell how much time left to go in this one, specifically with an injury time outage. Knocked over the back. Umpire saw something he didn't like. And I don't think the locals liked it either. But it is a free kick to the home side. 11-point lead to Waratah. So Southern District so far winning this quarter by that single point. He's turned it around, the umpire has. Oh, that's got a few Bronx cheers from the locals. Lights it up, looks good. Straight through. So 8 goals, 257, 345, so 5 points only now as we're getting close to half time here in the grand final replay worried there for a while. Waratah looked like they were going to run away with this one, but Southern Districts have fought back and have got this game back on track, and one straight kick the difference now. Ryan's got back into the ruck there, so he's run off that ankle twist that he did earlier when he was limping. Oh, lucky to did all the work to get the ball and just couldn't get that finish. You could see the man on the mark there was who he was aiming for, but just couldn't get it to go down that line for him. Did everything right. And Scott Carlin will bring it back in for Waratah. Good mark in defence. Just Harsh Stanley asking him to move down the wing. Connor with the ball. Pace out of this game at the moment, which imagines a warm night, 30 degrees here in Darwin, very little breeze. Ball goes over the back, good pick-up. Had to kick it when he did it, would like a few more seconds longer, but was never going to get it. Could be. Umpire again paying the benefit of the doubt, but gave the free kick away. Told to play on. Big long kick down that right, good. Ooh, got up well, couldn't get two hands to it. Kicked off the ground, out of bounds on the fall. Play on, says the umpire. Umpire's not happy about something there. Wants him to come over the mark for the out of bounds. Five-point lead to Waratah. Big grab but held down. It's Toby Hunt. Good hands, Kirby knocks that through. Magro going for being quiet this quarter. They've kept him. Ooh, could that? It's a long way out and intentional. It was always going to happen. As I said, Magro hasn't done much this quarter, but he might pop in and get his fifth goal of the match. But he was a long, long way out there, and he's handballed that ball for a point. He didn't have much options, to be fair, because if he'd have gone left or right, Magro was there to swoop on it. Made the decision to knock it through, and the umpire was always going to ping him for it. But Magro, on his home ground, I think has done that a couple of times. But no, he's pushed it over the point post. So the knock forced behind point turns out to be a point. 8 goals, 351 to 7-3, 45. A 1-goal lead to Waratah. 32 and a bit minutes. It's a long quarter though, this one. Southern Districts winning that quarter by a goal, so there's only 6 points in it now at half-time. 8 goals, 351. Waratah, Southern Districts, 7 goals, 345. We'll be back with you shortly here at Gardens Oval. Welcome back to AFL NT coverage of the 23-24 TIO NTFL season from Gardens Oval on Larrakia Country here in Darwin. Round 10 action of the TIO NTFL Men's Premier League competition. This evening, Waratah taking on Southern Districts. Hi, I'm Nick Danks, and it has been a beauty. Waratahs have moved themselves back into the top two after sitting in the middle of the table for most of the season. They could move to equal top spot today. St Mary's have gone down to the Tigers by 17 points. But it's going to go interesting if Southern Districts win. There could be up to 4 teams on 24 points and in second place with only percentage separating people if Southern Districts win. So very interesting game today. Other games, as I said, the Tigers defeated St Mary's, ending their 7-game winning streak, winning by 17 points. Currently, Pine are leading Darwin Buffs by 17 points and Wanderers are leading Palmerston by 6 points. It was 12 points to Waratahs at quarter time, 6 points here at half time. Currently 30 degrees, hasn't changed much. The breeze has gone in and out. It'll go to the right of screen as we get more into tonight with the sea on the left-hand side. As we get ready to bounce, the umpire's done a great job bouncing the ball on that cricket pitch tonight. And there's another one up the middle. One this time by the Crocs, but picked out of the middle, still bouncing around. And the umpire will get him for a high tackle there. Kirby just didn't get down fast enough, but has had a great game tonight and been one of the best on ground. Just over the head and boundary throw in. The boundary umpire's been very busy tonight as the players have been using both wings and especially that far side wing for most of the night. Good throw in. And Kirby got his hand to that one. Good hands again by Tarzan. Quick, and they are very quick with their handballs. Knocked it forward over the top of Magro. Going to come out quickly from defence. Stanley Waistcoats had a great game as well. Took a great mark and a goal earlier in that second quarter. Good defensive grab. Umpire saw a free there. Is he going to call? Let him play it on. And certainly did. So for twice now, we've in quarter, start of the second quarter and the start of the third, in the first minute and 42nd, Waratahs have got one on the board. Nine goals, 357, a 7-3-45. As I said, that was the distance. The score difference at quarter time was 12 points. He sat around that all night. Waratahs did get out to a 24-point lead on one stage, but Southern Districts quickly pinged that back with 2 quick ones in a row. And an early goal here in the third quarter for the Tars at home at Gardens Oval. Coming out of the middle again is Tars. Quick hands, got him from behind then, and I think umpire played the benefit there. Could have got him, pinged him, but quickly out there. There's Hillis who got the last goal. Pops it over the top to Kirby. And Kirby, heaps of room there for Carlin. He was jogging in. Right on the 50, just short of the 50, he's going to kick this one, so it's going to be a big kick. There's no breeze interfering with the ball tonight. And home ground, of course, would have practiced this a number of times from this distance. It's got Carlin coming in. Two big men on the line, but it cleared them both. And there's another one for Waratah's 10 goals, 363 to 7-3-45. 18 points of difference as we come up to the 4th minute mark of the 3rd quarter. Scott Carlin's first big night out so far for Magro. 4 goals in that first quarter. He only kicked a point in the second. Bounce has been a bit like that all night. A couple of beauties and ones that have just been on the borderline. There's another one, but Southern District's going to come out. Shanked off the boot a little bit though. Tough and under as always with these two sides. Umpire comes in very quickly. Trying to grab it in defence there. Waistcoat taking the snap off the boot, but the zone defence and that goalkeeper position Waratah played tonight doing well for them. Collis, the captain, coming out of defence. Looking down the wing, hoping for a kind bounce. Keep an eye view on the umpire here. He said, no, throw it in. Back out on that wing for another throw. We've had a number of those tonight. Another good throw. Cut off by the front by Ryan. Nice grab in defence by Dwyer. Looking for someone to pass to quickly. Come back out to this side of the ground. Nice grab. Again, quickly into the middle. Looking for Magro, just beating at pace there. Magro was. He's gone down pretty quickly, but they may come straight back. No, picked up. He's got time. Roy George picked out very nicely. Good training drill run there. Knocked in by Bowden. That's Brander, Jaron Brander. Lining up for his third. He got a couple early in the game. Kicked the first one of the match and then the third one of the game. Second one for Southern Districts. Need this one to keep in touch. It's only early in the 3rd quarter. I think he's pushed that far and he has a long way. Ryder goals. Pretty good accurate kicking by both sides tonight. 10-3 to 7-4. Taking his time to bring this in, being told to play on. Bit of a shank. That's Waistcoat at the bottom of the pack again as normal. Good hands. Just couldn't get the clear touch through. Turnbull fighting for it on the boundary there. And got thrown off the ball when he let it go and has picked himself up a free kick. Turnbull was really the only one going for that ball. So probably deserved that free kick in the long run. He was thrown off after he'd let go of the ball and the umpire was straight onto it. Knocked back down the wing. 2 up, 1 down. Just going to drop for Southern Districts. Manzini. Through to Ryan. Ooh, couple of grabs. Couldn't get a good hold. Good decision by the umpire there. Never had full control of the ball. So we're going to toss it in. Back out on that far wing again. Boundary umpire out there been very, very busy tonight on a warm night. 30 degrees in Darwin. Big punch by Kirby. Difficult bounce there on the cricket pitch. Big hard tackle by Collis. Waratah come quickly at him. It's a low ball in the middle. Hoping for the bounce. Crocs come out with a handball. Forward, good grab in defence. Waratah could, with the ball, drop that ball, picked up by Palmer. Palmer's going to walk in and pop that one over the head. So a bit of a clanger there by Waratah, James Waratah, and Jack Palmer pops in for his first goal of the evening. 10 goals, 363 to 8-4-52. 11 points in it as we come up to the 10th minute mark of the third quarter. Ball up again in the middle. Ruck one again by Ryan. Tough ball to win. Collis. Carroll. Cut off by Jack Palmer. Jack Palmer across to Cockatoo. Cockatoo to George. Johnston could have got the knee in the back there, but got away with it. Paulson just couldn't get the handle on that one, but he's going to get it. We'll get a throw in out of it. He just couldn't manage to pick that one up, and there was a fair bit down the wing for him if he did get hold of it. It's going to get a bit slower and a bit fiddlier out there, as we saw by mistake for the last goal. Warm night, the ball's going to get slippery with the dew as well. Big throw over the back of both ruckmen then. Big tackle by Kirby, kept the hands down well and locked him in. The umpire will come in and ball that one up. Kirby wins the ruck. Southern District's out of there though. Back in by Manzini. Nice touch over there to Schwartz, and I think Schwartz may have that one by the looks of Brander's hands. So Schwartz has kicked that one, and we're back to that 5 points. 9 goals, 458 Southern Districts, 10-3-63. It was 6 points, at halftime. So we're back to 5 points here now for Waratah. There was a moment there in the second quarter. The Tars got 24 points up in front and feared that they could just ping away at this one because they are pretty good when they get in the lead, but Southern Districts haven't let them go. Back into the middle. Kirby wins the ruck and knocks it down forward. Couldn't get a handle on it again. The ball's getting slipperier and slipperier out there. It's a dry night, but it gets very moist. The ground is slippery, the dew. Nice hip and shoulder over the line there for Dylan Collis. Captain Ortaz gets up. There's a quiet word to Brody Grace as he jogs past him. Beat both ruckmen there. Coming out of it though is Carroll. Looking for the runner through there in Magro, but he's surrounded by Crocs. So he's got the hands, so he did very, very well. Again, he's not giving up on it. Well done, Jaden Magra. Just hold that ball in there for a moment. Crocs are going to come away. Nearly got him there on the wing. 2-on-1 here. Two usually, well, we just have handballed him and brought Hunt into the game. Knocks it forwards. Another drop of the ball. As you can see, it's getting slipperier. Takes time for a bounce. Bit of a shank kick down the wing. Roy George would have liked that a little bit more closer to him, Ryan would have, but he's going to take the time and get it out easily. Knocks it out to Ridgely. Well cut out as usual. Good defence by O'Sullivan, but a bad kick there. Turned it around just as you were giving him the wrap. And Matt Johnson's take 1-2 and has pushed it far left, had plenty of time, and that would have put Districts in front. But it's not 10 goals, 363. It's a 9-5-59, but it's getting scary there at the moment for the Tars. 15-minute mark of the third quarter here at Gardens Oval. Captain Collis knocks it into the middle. Couldn't mark it in Gardner, so he knocked it forward. Few in the middle for him. Gives it to Hillis. Hillis too low down, but well recovered, but probably going to get a head high. Knocked into the forward line again. Over the back. And kicked into the post, unfortunately. Did everything right there, but just, he could try that shot about 6 times tonight and he wouldn't hit that post, but he's just managed to pinch it straight in the middle of it. Ooh, just very slow out. Matthew Dennis gets rid of it fairly quickly. Going to have to again. This is going to be dangerous on the boundary line. It was always going to go out. Oh, he's got him for head high. So Brody Grace gets a free kick. Very lucky there, but it was head high. It was a bit of a clumsy tackle in the end. Forward again, over the back. Just these kicks are going just a little bit longer. They're running onto him. This ball could go anywhere for Schwartz. He's check-sided himself here there. Decided to put it across the ground. Johnson again. And he's pushed that wide as well. Just snuck it in for a point. So 9 goals, 660 to 10-4-64. 4 points in this game now, 17-minute mark of the third quarter. This is the closest it's been since about the 3rd-minute mark of the first quarter. Good handball again. Running on top of the ground at the moment, Southern Districts. Waratah just doing a bit of the chasing. Ethan Maney there. Just gives away the free. Front of the scoreboard there. Scott Carlin played a pretty good quarter, just knocking the ball around. Again, just taking their time. Cassidy, been a bit in and out of it today. It's a nice one, a good hard running there by Carlin, who took the first kick about 4 kicks ago and has run that forward, and whether he took the mark or got the free, he was going to get one or the other, and he's back lining up for his second goal of the evening. Good hard running in the third quarter there. He took the first kick back at the edge of their own 50, 2 passes, and managed to run into position by himself and to give Waratahs back that 10-point lead. This could be handy coming up to time on in the third quarter. Leans back on, it's going to not make the distance. Just touched and through for a behind. So 5-point lead to Waratah coming up to the 19th minute mark of the third quarter here at Gardens Oval. Oh, a couple of clangers tonight, and he won't be happy with that one. Brody Carroll says thank you very much. And whether he'll go back, and he's having a look, he's not 100%. Dylan Collis, his captain, has run past him, I think, said take your time and just pop this one in the middle. He's a bit hesitant here. He's knocked it to the top of the square, hoping for the big jumpers. Drop down. Kirby's waiting for it underneath. Was high and up. Handball again, but cut off. Collis hoping for a bounce down the back. Mankara. That's either a headband or a beanie. We haven't got close enough to see. Thrown in. All Southern Districts knocking it down, but being picked up by Waratah, pinged by Cassidy, and didn't come back far enough, and another point. So it makes it an even goal difference now, 10 goals 6. 66 to 9-6, 60. Into time on in the third quarter here. Waratah have scored 2 goals this quarter, and so has Southern Districts. Only 4 goals scored in the quarter and 3 points each as well. So it won't be a long quarter, you wouldn't think. Waistcoat running for him again. Good move by Stanley. Another bounce. He loves his bounce in the middle. A bit hard out there on that pitch, but he's got away with it. Looking for the ball to come out over the back. Here's Jonathan Ross, but kicked down the wing. He's going to have to make an effort to make that not look deliberate. He did that well, and he's got away with it. Well chased by Paulson to keep that ball, to take that decision out of the umpire's head on whether that was deliberate down the wing. Six-point lead to the Tars. On the game we expected tonight, expected this one to be close and tight. It's going to be a fabulous final quarter. Pulling. Carlin's had a great third quarter. Magro couldn't keep his feet. He's had a blinder in the first with 4, but just hasn't managed to get in front of it again in this quarter. Did similar thing last week, but got him in the final quarter, not the first quarter. Ridgely. Oh. Bit of a shout for the crowd for something down, but it was paid downfield anyway for a free kick. As Jared Brander is lining up for his third goal of the night. He's had one from out here already. He scored a couple early in the game. The last time he kicked one from here, he pushed it easily to the right, to the near post. There's no breeze to speak of anywhere on the ground, so just a direct kick through, and he probably would have learned from that last kick that it does fade a little bit there. Could tie up the scores here with a straight kick. Plenty of height to it, but again, exactly the same result as last time, but actually worse. He's pushed that one further right than he did the last time. So there's 2 opportunities that he's had out there, but he's missed them both. Still got 2 goals for the night, though. Pulling, calling for that one, settling down as they know they're coming into this time on. They've done this in the first 2 quarters as well as we've come to the last couple of minutes. Waratah just slowed it down with these short chips and keeping possession of the ball. That one's to a pack. But the guy who's had an outstanding third quarter is Scott Carlin. Couldn't take the mark there, Carroll. Followed up well. Oh, good hands. It should be cut off, and it was cut off pretty easily by Gardner. Ran quickly forward. He got faster forward. Gardner got that one from behind himself. He's going to be careful. Waistcoat's nearly got him there. And Waistcoat kept on going. Strong tackle by Stanley Waistcoat. Great chasing and a good solid tackle there. And managed to keep it clean as well, which was even better. In the ruck, won by Southern Districts. And never got control of that. Calling for a deliberate, but was never going to get it. So we'll throw that ball back in on that far boundary where I've lost count how many times it's come in from there tonight. But Waratah 6 points up, which is exactly where they were at half time. So 2 goals, 3 apiece for both sides this quarter. And another boundary throw in as we come to coming up to the 25th minute mark of the third quarter. Kirby could have took that cleanly, just dropped out of his hands. Still going to break away here for Tars. Bit of a scrappy handball, but still going to be tied up in the middle. Anderson did well at the bottom of the pack there to keep that under control and not give away a free kick. And in the end, the umpire's going to pop in and ball it up. Give that tap to Southern Districts. Waistcoat in there again, but he's come out of it. In Johnston, kicking down the wing. Kept in board. Oh, sure, geez. Dennis just couldn't get the hands on that one. It just slipped from him. In a dangerous position. Here's Waistcoat again, who's been wonderful this quarter. And has picked out Brander again. Brander's not going to shoot from that position, but he's not popped it over the top to Michael Bowden. Bowden's turned his back on his guys, so he's pretty confident coming the 26-minute mark. Still a couple of minutes to go, you would think. Oh no, there it is. So he's going to kick this after the siren to amazingly tie it all up here at three-quarter time. Currently a 6-point lead. The umpire's telling him where he can and cannot run. You want to get this one right as he goes dead straight at it, Michael Bowden does. Goal umpire looks good, and they all look good on the line. So amazingly, 10 goals, 6 apiece. Replay of last year's grand final. There was an 88-point win at round 1 by Waratahs, but this is what we expected in round 1. This has been a beauty tonight. 10 goals, 6 apiece at three-quarter time. We'll be back with you shortly here at Gardens Oval. Welcome back to AFL NT's coverage of the 23-24 TIO NTFL season from Gardens Oval here in Darwin. Round 10 action of the TIO NTFL Men's Premier League competition. A repeat of last year's grand final, and it could not be a better game. This evening, Waratah taking on Southern Districts, and at three-quarter time, all tied up at 66 points. Southern Districts got the first 7 points of the game, then the Tars fought back with a couple of quick goals from Jaden Magro, and then picked away at it, and actually at one stage we're 24 points up, and I thought, oh, hang on, this could be dangerous at home for Southern Districts with Tars playing here at Gardens Oval. But then it just changed all of a sudden. I mean, we had the big injury to Michael Burgess, which stopped the game for a little while. Southern Districts regrouped, and from that moment on have been in it, and that quarter was an absolute beauty for them, and kicked 3 goals 3 to 2 goals 3 in the quarter. So at quarter time it was 12-point lead to Waratah, 6-point lead at half time, and we are even at 66 points each here at three-quarter time. Quickly, other games, Nightcliff defeated St Mary's by 17 points. Currently, Pint leading the Darwin Buffs by 17 points, and Wanderers leading Palmerston by 2 points on a warm night here in Darwin. Still 30 degrees. That sea breeze has just started to kick in, but not enough to make a difference. So no real advantage here for Southern District, kicking to the right of screen. Waratah won the toss and started with a bit of a bang. And as I said, Mangro's got 4. The other multiple goal scorers, Southern District's Brandon's got 2 and Dennis has got 2. All the rest are single goal scorers. So a good spread. Some great kicking as well in front of goal, apart from a couple late from Southern Districts. But we're back into action here now. Umpires pulled a free out of the middle straight away. Coming up right from Ridgely. A point only. Plenty of time. Southern District guys wasn't watching the defender on them coming out of defence. A big long kick down the wing and a lovely grab there out on the wing as well. Looking around, taking time. Waratah has slowed the game down in parts, but cut off there. Ryan's out here by himself, plenty of time. There's now look up. Oh, cut off and could be in trouble. Carlin knocks it forward for Magro. Magro's Jay pulled him off the ball. Can't argue there, Jaden. And just could not get the handle and did definitely pull him off the ball. There's no doubt about that one. Or else we would have had our third goal in 4 quarters at 1 minute and 30 seconds. So a big start. First one by Southern Districts, and the other 2 quarters were Waratah scoring early. Umpire wants to call this one back. Wants to bring him back to the mark where there's no one on the mark. So he runs off the mark anyway. Out to that far side of the wing where the boundary umpires have been extremely busy tonight out that side. Waistcoat. Oh, could have. Waratah did well there. Could have been pinged, but managed to control that well. Waratah's back to a 1-point lead. 10-7, 67 to 10-6, 66. Back on that far side for a boundary throw-in. Short one again, taken in the ruck cleanly by Dennis. The umpire's going to ball it up again. Kirby and Dennis been very busy tonight. Ryan's gone into the ruck a few times to help Dennis out. But the big guy Kirby has been by himself all night out there and has done some miles. Ruck one again. Play on and knocked over. Just making sure that Waratah player is all right. Well done by the umpire. It's 10-8-68, so a 2-point lead to Waratah. Mark, 10 goals, 8. Let's get our scoreboard up to date. The young guys was doing his social photos at the same time, so he's kept himself busy there tonight. Doing a great job though, the guys, our Cabba and the scoreboard guys. We're back on track now. Bit of fight out there by Waratah, who's had some moments tonight. Bottom of the pack again, and the umpire's going to ball that one up. 2-point lead to Waratah. Fix it up now. It's a 2-point lead to Southern Districts. Change going on here, the umpire's holding off for it. Must be a blood rule. Yep, there's definitely a blood rule. The umpire's just giving him time to get back into position. So gave time for Hillis to come back on. In the ruck, I'll give that 50-50 as well. It's been like that most of the night. Set up a bit of scoreboard confusion. Waratah 10-6-66, Southern Districts 10-8-68. Hand over the shoulder of the big ruckman. Dennis. Bit of a grubby kick across, but he's going to get away with it. He's knocked that forward, looking for a big grab. Big guys go up, good punch from behind. And Scott Carlin, who's nearly been the man of the match out there since half-time, has certainly had a red-hot go and has kept Waratah right in this game in the centre of the ground there. But a big kick and no one up there at all for Waratah, just missing that extra play because they are playing a sweeper down back. Keep an eye on how that goes through this quarter when they change that around a bit. Looking around for the ball there. Paulson down the wing. Will juggle that. Probably should have cleaned up, but they're going to get away with it. 2-on-1. In the back, and yes, big shout from the crowd there. The umpire saw it coming, and it gave that one to Cassidy. Cassidy out to Kirby. Kirby going to pop that in. Oh, good hands. And a good mate's going to put this one across they're not looking, and they left Brody Carroll all by himself in the middle of the ground. It is very warm out there. The heat has been on right from the word go, and you give the players a little bit for just a lapse of concentration there, and that's exactly what that was. Brody Carroll is the only one switched on to that, and he's now going to line up to put Waratah back in front. Coming up to the 8-minute mark of the final quarter. This will be the first goal of the quarter if he gets it. And he has, kicking it home. So 11-6-72 to 10-8-68. So a 4-point lead to Waratah. Southern District led for the first couple of minutes of the game. Waratah got in front at one stage with 24 points clear. They are now back in it with Brodie Carroll getting that one there. The first goal of the final quarter, 11-6-72 to 10-8-68. It's taken 8 minutes. Most of the quarters we've had a couple of goals by now, but this has been pretty tight. Southern Districts pinched a couple of early points, but Waratah have taken the lead back, as I said, 8.5 minutes into the final quarter. Waratah could go equal top if they win today after St Mary's losing to the Tigers earlier on today. And a big jam in the middle of the ladder. We've got one game to go, or one round to go before we take our Christmas break. Good bounce again. Umpire's done a great job bouncing out there today. Waratah have been good at slowing this down when they've needed to. Don Booth. Picked out, he has been everywhere. A few minutes ago he was in the forward right-hand pocket. He's out there again now. He's just in the ruck. Puts the ball up high. Good defensive mark though for the Crocs. The leads have slowed down a bit, as you can imagine. He's told to play on. It's gone down the wing. Uncontested mark there also just on the edge of the 50. Another nice pass. A lot of loose players going to run through now, you would expect, in this final quarter. Over the top, and he's going to get a free kick. So he's been a bit wayward kicking to the left of screen, but to the right of screen he's been pretty good tonight. Already got 2. He's pushed the 2 on the left when he's been kicking the other way to the right of screen for a long way. One for a point and one out of bounds on the fall. So this one here to this side he's been pretty good. He's lining up for his 3rd goal and to put Southern Districts back in front. And the goal umpire looks straight above the head. That's pretty obvious that one's through. So Jared Brander gets his 3rd for the night. And Southern Districts back to a 2-point lead, 11 goals, 672 to 11-8-74 here at Gardens Oval. Coming up to the 11-minute mark of the final quarter. Southern Districts led early. Waratah took over from early in the first quarter and then got as far as 24 points up. Southern Districts hit the lead for the first time a few minutes ago. Waratah pinched it back, and now Southern Districts have got their goal on the board to put themselves 2-point clear. Ruck won pretty convincingly by Dennis, but straight up and down again and picked up by Kirby, and the umpire's going to throw this one up. Nice tap over to give Southern Districts the way up the back. They've got the few running people free here now. Pretty tight up the forward line, but it's bounced perfectly for Brander. He's decided to knock it across, and it was a good decision in the end. I was a bit nervy whether he was going to do that one. He's been holed up, but he's going to get a 50-metre. Yep, his stats mate, certainly. Ryan might have been a bit nervous kicking around the corner there, but he grabbed his hand and wouldn't let him go, and I don't know why he did that for. It was a clear mark, and now he's just going to boot this one straight over and give them a pretty handy lead coming into the 12-minute mark of the final quarter. Ryan hasn't scored one tonight. I've already put him down because I think that's pretty easy to do. And he's kicked that one out of the ground, so there's some kid on the golf course over there with a new footy. So an 8-point lead now to Southern Districts. It's their biggest lead of the night. 7 points was their biggest before that. They're all having a bit of an argument with the umpire, but at the end of the time, it was a clear goal, and he definitely grabbed his arm and didn't let him go, unless he's saying that he'd a bit of 50-50, but Ryan was always going to score that from that angle anyway, you would think. So a bit of a much ado about nothing. It's 11-6-72 to 12-8-80. Keep an eye, we'll see if Waratah are going to push that extra man forward now. They've pushed one back since about half time, and Southern Districts have just kept coming at him. His waistcoat running through as well. Good hands again. Very impressed with that young guy. A lovely chip over the top to Schwartz, who's already got one tonight. This could be danger for the home side if he gets this one. The pace has come out of this game, as you can imagine, a 30-degree night with no breeze at all here at Gardens Oval. Normally it comes in for the second half, but it hasn't tonight. And Schwartz is lining up for his second goal of the night. It's up and high, just push that one wide to the left. Dangerous ball. He just couldn't find the boot to it either. There's a bit of scrappy out the wing there with Ryan. Picked up, knocked in the middle, and Waistcoat's going to take a mark on the line. They're arguing that it might have gone over, but I think from my angle even that he's taken a mark. And if he's taken it over the line, it should be a goal, because he didn't juggle it, he cleanly caught it. So I think he's marked that right on the line, Stanley Waistcoat has. There's 3 or 4 of them there now talking. So it's either a goal because it's cleared the line, or it's a... Oh, he's called it touched. Oh, that was... I'd love to see a replay of that, because I think Waistcoat took that as a clean mark. So if he took it over the line and it's a clear mark, it should have been a goal kicked in, but could be a handy point. Kept Waratah in the game, because that would have been more difficult if they'd have been 15 points down compared to 10 points down. 15 and a half minutes gone in the final quarter. They've only scored 1 goal this quarter so far. Waratah to Southern Districts 2. Boundary umpire throwing on the near side this time. Straight up and down, that's going to be all Kirby. He could have took that cleanly as well, decided to knock it on, and the umpire's going to get another go at it. A couple of good players tonight. We'll have a look at Magro, definitely early for Waratah, played well. Carroll's played well. Cassidy, Bunkara's been on and off. Crocker's been great. Man of the match so far for me. Scott Carlin has had an absolute beauty tonight. Paulson has played well. And also the other one close to man of the match is Kirby. There's still a couple more minutes to go, but that's the best players for Waratah. We go for another boundary throw-in. Standouts for Southern Districts. Johnson's had a great game. Bowden's been in and out of it. Grace has played well. Schwartz has had his moments. Mancini's had a bit. Ryan's had a lot. Stanley Waistcoat just keeps exciting me every time he gets it. Roy George has done a bit as well. And, of course, Matthew Dennis, the big ruckman's got a couple. And Brander's got 3. So they're the best players tonight. My best player on the ground, even though the game isn't over, you've got to go between Kirby and Scott Carlin for Waratah and Brandon and Dennis for Southern Districts. 10-point difference, 17-minute mark, 11 goals, 672 to 12-10, 82. Another throw in here has been stuck on this boundary line for a few minutes now. A lot of shouting from the crowd, as you imagine, as we're coming up to time on. Cleanly taken from Southern Districts. Waratah's going to get that out of the pack, but another head-eye decision, I think. Yep. So Luke Delaney is going to get the free kick. Handballed it to himself. Carlin on the mark. Ryan kicked it in with the man on the mark. This could knocked it forward. It depends what the umpire does there. He was always going to peg him. It's one of the parts of the rules that you roll your eyes, but it didn't really have much choice, the umpire there. It was a clear. He was just trying to knock it forward, but the result was a result. I think that ball was touched as well. We'll find out as it drops down the pack. It's bounced around to the back. Cassidy. Let it go for Magro. Runs around and has pushed it just to the right. Unlucky there though, Magro one came out. He did that in the first quarter and pinged it without looking and actually dropped it straight over the goal umpire's head. That one there just pushed it slightly to the right. 11-7-73 to 12-10-82. We're a minute away and a bit away from time on in this final quarter here at Gardens Oval. And our umpires have been very busy tonight, which means the two ruckmen have been extremely busy. That's why I put them both in my best on grounds. They have been everywhere tonight, and I don't think Kirby's had a break. Crocker. Well play on. Nice tackle there by Paulson. Could have got him head high if he wasn't careful. He was very careful, did a great tackle. Got him chest high, and the umpire is going to ball it up. Another goal here for Tara, and it would make it pretty exciting to come the last couple of minutes as they go forward. Oh, Paulson just let himself down there, kicked another point. 11-8-74 to 12-10-82. As we hit time on. Luke Delaney bringing it in for the Crocs. You can sure he's going to slow this one down a bit. Umpire told him to play on. Big attempt out there on the wing. He's going to get high. Sometimes you get paid because you're the only one who actually wants the ball, and that's exactly what happened there with Manzini. He was the only one chasing the ball and got the free kick for it. Kicks it down the wing. Another boundary throw in on that far side here at Gardens Oval. Only 3 goals scored this quarter, so it won't be a very long one, you wouldn't think. Waratah's going to have to pinch one shortly, or else Southern Districts may hold on here. It's good to be at a game tonight where the scores have been even. There have been a couple of blowouts this season, and this has been a beauty tonight. I've really looked forward to it. I've missed my co-partner in commenting, but I've done the best I can by myself. Umpire's going to ball that up and gave him a little bit of benefit there, but it was a bit messing around there by Waratah. You think they're going to have to move that ball more forward and quickly. They were going backwards there, and that's not going to help them at the 21.5-minute mark. Oh, big hit there. He's going to be a free. Captain Dylan Collis copped one late there. Umpire's called time off. He needs to. That was a big hit, but he's up and about. Given the ball to Tony Hudson, must have played it downfield slightly, and he's paid 50. So we might have what I said, a little bit of excitement as Toby Hunt hasn't scored tonight. That's the shortest 50 in the world of football, but he's lined him up again. Where's he going? Well, here we go. 2 points in at 22.5-minute mark of the final quarter. 12-8-80 to 12-10-82. And definitely the game of the round at the moment. Magro's got 4 goals tonight. Jarrett Brander for Southern Districts has got 3, and Matthew Dennis 2. Toby Hunt just got his first of the evening. Waratah will be hoping there's a few more minutes to go. I did get it slightly in the third quarter. Thought there was about 2 or 3 minutes to go and the siren went, so I'm not going to jinx the Tars or the Districts at the moment, but there will not be much more than a couple of minutes left, you wouldn't think. This breakout in the middle is extremely important. Umpire's letting him play on for as long as he could. But then he got a free kick, and it's going to go to Southern Districts. The players knew it straight away. They ran back. As soon as the whistle blew, the Waratah players ran back in defence. And he's giving 50 for taking too long. I still think he might just be a little too far out because he was the other side of the circle, so he should still be 55 metres out thereabouts by the time he takes this kick. Geez, that's a big one. The umpire's moved him back about 8 metres, 9 metres inside the... So he's kicking from just outside 45, but directly in front. And you think this one would nearly wrap it up for Southern Districts. Goal umpire's moved a bit and is pushed to the right. So really not much difference now. It was 2 points, so a point wouldn't have been enough anyway. It's now 3 points. So that goal is... Waratah still need that goal. Southern Districts will move back out of the middle again. Big grab here from either side will be really important. Bo Schwartz has probably just won the game for Southern Districts. With his second of the night, took his time. They're all in around him. I think they understand how important that was. 12-8-80 to 13-11-89. 2 goals 2 this quarter to Wanderers and 3 goals 5 to Southern Districts. So Southern Districts have had a big quarter. I was going to say that the scoring was that end with the breeze, but the breeze just really hasn't kicked in. It's just that Southern Districts have taken more time on the ball and got their head in front by a couple of points early and have held on, and wouldn't be much more time left now, you wouldn't think. Kick out the middle by Cockatoo. Just knocking it forward to anybody that was, but unfortunately picked up for Waratah by Southern Districts. They come out of defence again. They've been pretty good in defence tonight. Just a couple of lapses. Kirby's been one of the best on ground, as I've said. Picked out one of the other better guys on the ground. Brady Carroll running through the middle. And Magro. We won't have much time to waste here. We need to go back and get this one straight away. Siren could go any minute now. He knows he's got to kick the goal, but he cannot take too much time at it. He's aiming for his 5th. All at that end. Four at that end. And he's got that one as well. So Magro 5. He kicked 3 in the first quarter, and 1 at the other end where he snapped it over his shoulder. So yeah, he did get 1 at the other end, and then 1 there for his 5th. 3 points in it, and to be fair, it's around about where it should be tonight for either side. Both sides have been right in this game tonight. 13-8-86 to 13-11-89. 27-minute mark. So this cannot go much longer now, you wouldn't think. This is going to come straight out of the centre for Waratah. Well, Southern Districts will have to try and lock it in. There's instructions, there's runners everywhere at the moment. Ball up. Knocked out, a clear knock there for Southern Districts. Waistcoat chasing that one. Kicked out of bounds on the fall. Stanley jumping over the fence to get it. The kids are on that side. It's going to be dark over there, so they've come round over here to the grandstand side. The 28-minute mark of the final quarter. 3-point lead to Southern Districts. A big mark. You just know he's going to take his time here. There's the siren. Percentage is important here though, so Bowden Mate, will he have the shot? Percentage is very important this season, so we've got a lot of teams all tied up there in the middle of the round. Middle of the league, I should say. So at the moment, a 3-point win to Southern Districts as Carroll comes in. Bowden comes in and kicks a goal after the siren for a 9-point win. 14 goals, 11, 95 to 13, 86 for a 9-point win to Southern Districts. Goal scorers, Jada Magro, 5 for Waratah. Brody Carroll got 2. Mankara 1, Hunt 1, Turnbull 1, Carlin 1. Don Booth got 1, Hills got 1. And for Southern Districts, Jonathan Ross with 1. Bowden ended up with 2. We've got Bo Schwartz with a couple, Ryan White 1. Jared Brandon, another good night out for him with 3. Matthew Dennis, a big night with 2. Stanley Waistcoat with 1. Palmer with 1 as well. So 13 goals, 8, 86 to 14, 11, 95. A big thank you for being with us tonight here for round 10 action at Gardens Oval. We'll catch you next week. Thank you.